This is Saul Reisman here at Saul's Automotive, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about Toyota vehicles and how their cross-branding helps to not only save you money, but keep you in a more reliable car. In this day and age, we often hear the term cross-branding in terms of one manufacturer making multiple different brands with the same name. In the case of Toyota, Toyota, Scion, and Lexus are all Toyota products, yet are delineated as different brand names for different markets in the United States. One thing that we often look at that the consumer may not see directly is the way cross-branding affects you even in different makes and models that you never thought were together. In the case of this 2003 Pontiac Vibe, this vehicle was branded by Pontiac, which is a division of General Motors, as in Chevrolet out of Detroit. And the body, the exterior, does tell us that. However, when we get under hood, that is a Toyota 1ZZ-FE engine inside it, because Toyota partnered with General Motors in an attempt to get their vehicles sold internationally and in an attempt for General Motors to get their products sold internationally. They made a partnership that allowed General Motors to use the Toyota motor and transmission, which were incredibly reliable, efficient, and lightweight, into some of these Pontiac motor vehicles. That allowed General Motors to sell these Pontiacs knowing that the consumer is going to have a significantly more reliable and more dependable car in the long run. At the same time, still give them the Chevy, General Motors, or Pontiac badging that they were desiring as an American motor vehicle. On the counterpart of it, over in Japan, Toyota sold several Toyota Corollas with General Motors sourced engines in them for the exact same perspective, so that the consumers that wanted the American-made car, the American-made part, could have that, but still have the Japanese vehicle that could still be sold on their shores. This has been going on for decades and is something that has actually helped the research and development in a lot of safety and efficiency systems with motor vehicles. A lot of the time owners get concerned when they hear of this. You might call in about your Lamborghini Gallardo that needs an oil change and might be disappointed to know it uses the same oil filter as a Volkswagen Jetta that we buy for $3 off the shelf, not the $55 filter that Lamborghini sells you. Now, the reason this is important is you have a choice when it comes to getting your vehicle repaired, and you have a choice in what you pay for your parts in that same perspective. If you were to take your Lexus vehicle to a Lexus dealership, you're going to be quoted for a Lexus part. If you were to take your Lexus vehicle to a Toyota or Scion dealership, you're going to be quoted for the Lexus part, even though it's the same Toyota part marked up for that clientele, for that demographic, and for that sale. Here at Saul's Automotive, because we do our research and know where these motors, where these sources, and where these parts all come from, we source direct from manufacturer. So if you bring us your Lexus model vehicle, we're going to find the correct part for it from a Lexus listing, cross-brand it from a Toyota listing, and make sure that you have the choice of whether or not you want the Lexus nameplate on that Toyota part, or whether or not you want the Toyota nameplate on that Toyota part at a substantially reduced cost. This gives you a true dealer alternative option. If you would otherwise go to the dealership and be told this dollar value, we can always take those quotes and put them into perspective using the exact same components. We often hear complaints about differences between shop prices regarding aftermarket parts versus dealer parts, and this is something that's very specific, where a dealership may try and steer you and say, hey, your independent shop is only going to use an aftermarket or only going to use a different replacement part. This is simply not the case. You as a consumer have the choice of what parts are provided on your vehicle. The Colorado Motor Vehicle Repair Act of 1992 specifically states that you must dictate what parts are used, and that us as an auto repair shop must inform you on our estimate and on our invoice of the exact branding of those components so that you know you were given the proper parts and not some counterfeit or aftermarket replacement. If you've got concerns about yours, you'd look at something that's cross-branding to try and find a less expensive vehicle, or even just have a luxury vehicle and are looking for a more cost-effective option than the dealer, give us a call here at Saul's Automotive. 303-919-7769, your true dealer alternative.